Okay, so I have some projects in the mind, just to help those जो लोग वर्क फ्रॉम होम कर रहे हैं उनकी हेल्प कैसे की जाए। ठीक है, उसका आइडिया मैं आपको एक वीडियो बना के दूंगा। बट एनीवे, ऐसे काफ़ी सारे दो तीन प्रोजेक्ट हैं, बट रिसर्च करनी है, मतलब उसमें बहुत सारी। सो व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू टुडे, वी आर गोइंग टू डू डेटा मैनेजमेंट, राइट, in the next and a couple of ways. Okay, so simply what is exactly the meaning of data management? इसके बहुत सारे अलग अलग पॉइंट पे अलग अलग मतलब हैं, right? So simply what I'm saying is data management is a utility that is used by the companies who are managing their data by the next utilities, right? So simply if I do a cat command and some file, okay, and I want to manage data in a different way. Let's say I want to just print a particular column, or I just want to print a particular row. I just want to cut some data, or maybe I want to replace some data. Also I want to just find some data. Number of things: column management, rows, cut, replace, find, and many more. This is one of the most useful topic ever in basic Linux, and of course it's a part of shell, right? So let's say I'm gonna just open one file and called etc passwd. This file is basically popular for a number of reasons, right? And the number of reasons we will be discussing in the user management section, but right now I'm just opening it, right? If you can just cross check the same, this file is having rows and column both. Let me just give you an overview about the same, right? So now I'm gonna just do something like this. So row 1, and here we have column 1, column 2, column 3, and column 4. Now row 1 is having some data, that's a root, then having some data x, some number, okay? Generally columns are separated by vertical lines, okay, but it's not any mandatory rule to separate the column by vertical and row by horizontal, okay? So but what is the scenario of passwd? Here all rows are separated by new line and columns are separated by column, okay? So if you see here, every row is right this, now there's a new line, and each and every column is a root, column x, column this. So what I can say is column 1 is delimited or separated. So आप इसको delimation बोले, separation बोले, delimited or separated by column keyword, right? So simply we are having this number of things in this scenario, okay? Now what is data management here? For example, let me just print only top 10 lines. I believe if you already having number of lines, I'm hitting enter. So head command का क्या काम होता है, top से 10 line print कर देगी. Now what if I'm just storing this line in a new file under temp called uh, okay dot passwd, okay? So I'm gonna just use this file to perform operations. So it's the stem okay dot passwd. अब इसमें से if I want a particular row, right, मुझे बस यही रो चाहिए, थर्ड रो चाहिए, तो हाउ आई कैन डू दैट? बहुत सिंपल है, आई कैन यूज हेड -3, राइट? सो टॉप 3 मिल गई, एंड देन tail -1. Tail means from the bottom. So when we have 3 lines and from the bottom this, so I particularly found that thing. तो ऐसे करके मुझे ये पूरा मिल गया, right? So sharing this, first picking the top 3 line, then the bottom first line, ऐसे करके एक particular row मिल गई. But my what I'm saying is, so temp okay.passwd, what if I want this particular first column, that means in this scenario only first column. तो जब आपको किसी फाइल को कॉलम बिहाफ पे कट करना है, इट्स वेरी सिंपल, राइट? If you want to cut on behalf of column, you can use 2 or 3 different utility of Linux. So there is a command called cut, there is another option called awk, right? Cut is again one of the most beautiful utility. Awk is also the very amazing command, okay? They are using some delimiter, and on behalf of that delimiter they are printing the entire column, right? So for example, if I want to use cut command, if I give temp okay.passwd directly, it is asking for must specify list of bytes, okay? So I need to use -d option, where D stand for delimiter, that means a separator. अब इस पूरी फाइल का जो कॉलम ओरिएंटेशन है, इसका सेपरेटर क्या है? सेपरेटर है कॉलम, राइट? अगर आपको ये समझ में आ रहा होगा, सो column 1 is separated by column 2 by using this delimiter, okay? So now if I use -d, that stands for delimiter, I'll use this delimiter like this, and if I'm using this delimiter, then I need to tell cut command which column I want. I mean the first, second, or third, or fourth, which column. So I can use -f to define the field number 1, let's say. So this means I'm specifically looking for f means field, 1 means first column. See, I got root, bin, everything. If I give the same in etc passwd, okay, like this, etc passwd, it is giving me the list of all first column data. Okay. इस चीज को आप ऐसे भी मान सकते हो कि etc passwd is the file that is having the list of list of Linux users, okay? जितने भी Linux में यूज़र बने उनके सबके लिस्ट के सबके नाम यहाँ मिलते हैं. तो what you can do, you can use this command, और इससे आप एक कमांड बना सकते हो. क्या कमांड बना सकते हो? Always, because ऐसे कोई कमांड Linux में है नहीं. So I'm gonna just copy this line, and under usr bin list of user and hashtag bin bash and this, right? इससे क्या होगा, जितने भी आपके यूज़र के लिस्ट हैं chmod usr bin ls of user, right? So now if you type ls of user, ls of user, चल जाएगी. So number of user, either you are deleting or creating, it is always going to print. So ऐसे करके आप बहुत सारी छोटी छोटी कमांड बना सकते हो. जैसे कि आपके लिए एक और असाइनमेंट क्या है, इसी आइडिया को ध्यान में रख के, we don't have in general any command, so create a command that can list only hidden file और डायरेक्टरीज। ठीक है, तो मान लो कि आपने एक कमांड बनाई XYZ, और मे बी you create a command called only hidden, right? और आप इसके आगे जिस भी डायरेक्टरी का नाम लिख दो, इसकी सारी हिडन फाइल्स इन डायरेक्टरी प्रिंट हो जाएं, नॉन हिडन नहीं होनी चाहिए। सो राइट नाउ इफ यू आर डूइंग -a, तो इससे क्या है, सब कुछ मिल जाता है, इधर हिडन और नॉन हिडन। बट वी ओनली वांट हिडन फाइल। मैंने बस एक आइडिया दिया है, बाय यूजिंग सम ट्रिक्स you can use that. All right, so I'm coming back to the topic again. So I have this OK.passwd. I can use cut command -d for delimiter. I'm passing the delimiter, it's a column, and the -f for field. Let's say I'm looking for field 3, so f3 and tmp OK.passwd, right? तो जो भी numbers थे. Also I can try to find 3 and 5. तो ये कॉमा के साथ साथ दोनों फील्ड देगा, like this and this, right? So simply you can use that by chance कब यूज करना है। अब इस वाले पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो कि यू डोंट वांट डेलिमीटर, तो जो प्रिंट हो तो सिर्फ थर्ड कॉलम एंड फिफ्थ कॉलम हो, राइट? ऐसा कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए। या फिर like something, we have number of options in cat command. You can just always use manual to check this. इस कमांड पे बहुत कुछ आप रिसर्च कर सकते हैं, राइट? इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट यूजफुल कमांड इन लिनक्स बेसिक शेल प्रोग्रामिंग, राइट? मैंने कुछ आइडिया दिया है, बाकी आपका काम एक्सप्लोर करना है, राइट? सिमिलरली द रिप्लेसमेंट ऑफ कट इज AWK, that is awk. This is again one of the most amazing command like cut. Cut and awk both are almost same. So wherever you can use cut, you can use awk. So let's say if I want to do the same job by using awk, so awk and the name of file, let's say temp.txt. If I do this, it is going to give me some unwanted error. So what I can do is I need to use -F to give the delimiter. So here -d is not going to work because this is by another developer. Then what I need to do, I need to know a shift that is different. So I need to use this single quotes, curly braces open and close, right? It's very easy, Shreya, very easy. So I'll be taking one session how we can create manual of it, okay? तो वो software installation section में आएगा, how we can create a manual, okay? So I'm gonna use print, it's a $1. Here print is a keyword by awk, right? And $1 means first column. See, so either you are using cut -d delimiter -f1 and a temp OK.passwd, this answer and this answer both are same, okay? So awk -f, this and this. Also by using awk you can just have another column, let's say column 5th. So I'm using -f for delimiter and printing this. See, there is no difference between column 1 and 5. Let me just make it 4, okay? 4. तो इसके बीच में कोई गैप नहीं आ रहा, root 0 bin 1 something like this. What I can put it, I can just use some string like and, okay? So root and this. If I don't want to write something, I can only give a space like this. So first column space, second, third space, likewise. Or maybe if you don't want to give any space like this, or maybe you want to give some pipe as a separator like this. So आप कुछ भी फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड कॉलम के बीच में सेपरेशन दे सकते हैं. It's very very amazing command. Not much, like grep has number of version, fgrep, pgrep and geoc. So geoc के कुछ graphical feature भी हैं, but awk and geoc is almost same, right? So like एक दो feature या कुछ features मिला के और चीज़ें implement भी कर रहे हैं, but the main original command is awk. Actually, you know what? Awk is not a command. Awk is a kind of scripting language where you will find a book of around more than 300 plus pages on awk, जहाँ पे ये print, variables and number of things are the keyword. If you try to figure out the awk as a manual, you will love it. See, geawk or awk both are same. So in generally earlier it was a name by awk. Now these days geawk is a GNU project implemented by of the awk programming language. तो awk main product है, इसके behalf पे geawk बना दिया गया. And these are number of options. So as you can see here, it is completely dependent on the awk programming language. Main product is awk. Now you can use geawk, या इसका एक और वर्जन भी आ रहा है AAKK करके, right? So probably वो launch हो जाएगा, but it's one of the most amazing language for data management. कि बहुत ज़्यादा, मतलब ये से आपके पास C, C++, Java, we have arrays, we have list, around mod, number of things are there, right? तो बहुत कुछ है इस पे, and you can use that. Okay, so awk is also this just amazing language, right? So ऐसे करके आप काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें देख सकते हो. Now finally let's talk about another one. We're going to talk about find and replace. Find and replace. Fine. So let's say I'm going to create a file hello.txt. Okay, I have hello world. Okay, fine, colon, cool, something like this. Okay, and then hello, again hello, fine, and hello, HELLO, fine. This is something that you can check hello.txt. Right now, what if I'm having this file and I want to replace hello with some new keyword? Okay, so if you want to find something in the command line and you want to replace it, for this purpose you can use another utility in the next kernel, that is sed. Okay,